Hi, this is Shay at A Beautiful Symphony, recording my very first video tutorial thanks to the awesome Lisa Fury, who helped me with the process this morning, and I'm so excited to get to do this today. A lot of people have asked me how I go about making life books for each of my children, and last night as I was finishing up Holly Mays, I was taking screenshots and thinking I would sit down today and write out a tutorial when it dawned on me that maybe because I learn better with videos, it might help you as well. So today I'm taking time to give you a tutorial through Shutterfly, which is where I make my books, and giving you a little walk on the journey of making a book for your children. One of the first things I do to get started is pull in my external hard drive where all my pictures are stored and create a file with that one child's photos that I have stored. An example would be on a Mac in Finder, I would open up pictures, and in my files I have a folder with Holly's name. In that folder I have placed all the photos I had of her before she was adopted, during our trip of getting her in China, and then maybe 1 month after we're home. All those photos are stored in this folder and ready for me to use when I'm going to work on a book. So I'm going to click out of here and we're going to start our walk through Shutterfly. So I'm on the website shutterfly.com. I would click photo books. I always choose an 8 by 11 photo book, and I just like to be modern white. This is my choice. I'm going to select this photo book. It's going to let you work on about 20 pages. My books usually range between 50 to 75 pages. And I try to make them in a time when there's a good coupon available. So now is the time. Select this photo book and you can take a tour that'll tell you exactly how to best create your book, or we'll just get started. First thing you're going to do is add some photos. And because we've put them in a folder on our computer, we'll be able to find them very quickly. We're going to click to add photos. And in my pictures file, remember I'm going to click on Holly. That's who the book I'm making is. And extend this down a little bit. And in this folder are all the pictures I have of her. I know that the very first pictures that I want to add to the book is going to be the ones that is of her when she's the youngest. Those are going to be on a little zip drive that they gave us on Gotcha Day, and it's in Chinese, so it's really easy to find. And I open that, and at the very top are the first two photos that I know are going to be the very first ones. These were the ones that I saw first of her, so I'm going to open those. And they're checked red. That means I want to add them to the project, and I'm going to find them at the bottom. I want to place them myself. By placing yourself, you're going to save space, you're going to save how many pages you use, and it will keep the price of the book on the lower end. So these are hanging out down here in my Photos tab. There's also a Pages tab, and this is all the 20 pages that you can work on. You can work from this. I like to work from the storyboard page because it allows you to drop your photos in a lot faster. My process: drop all the photos in first by events, go back and add the words, and preview it in order. So I want to first of all drop these first two pictures in page 1. And then I'm going to add some more photos. So let's go through, and I'm just going to make about 5 pages so you kind of get the idea of what we're doing. Now this is just a file with a lot of pictures, so I might go down and just try to find where one event ends and open them. They're really hard to see right now, so what I do is I just highlight a batch and I open them and they pop up in this window. And I'm not going to want every single one of these photos, so I'm going to click None. so that nothing is chosen. And I'm going to go through and highlight or check, red check, the ones that I want to go in the book. I'm not going to want 15 of this same group of pictures, but I am going to want some of the ones where Holly's looking, where she may be the center of attention in one of these photos. This is probably a staff member that worked at the orphanage where she was. Here she is being pulled in by them. She's sitting in, she got to sit in the lady's lap. That would be a great one to add. Here's a photo of all of them. Here she is by herself. So let's say these are the ones I want. They're checked red. So I'm going to add them to my project, and I'm going to find them over here in the photo area. You're going to see up here a little spinning. That means they're loading in here. You can still be manipulating them, but they are uploading, and you might not be able to work on them right now. You'll notice that these two photos are sideways, so I'll work on those in just a minute. So let's say we want to put these on page 2 and 3. So I'm going to just drag and drop, drag and drop. Sometimes the page spread will be one event. Sometimes I want to squeeze as many pictures in there as I can. Usually the most you want to put on a page is like 10. So we'll see how this looks. Okay, so we're going to add some more photos. So we're going to click. And because these are in just a giant file, I've got to kind of keep up with where I was. So I'm going to go to the next event and kind of highlight down till I find the end of an event. Let's see if that's the end. Yes, that's the end of that one. Open them, uncheck, none, and then start looking through, finding the ones that I might want to add. There she is in a little blue coat. She's not looking, she's not looking. There she is lined up with her friends, playing Ring Around the Roses. I might go back up and add some of all of her friends. See, all these friends are in the background. She might want to see those one day. Let me see, that might be a cute one. And then I'm gonna, they're checked red, I'm gonna add them to the project, and you're gonna find them over. So you might scroll up, get the page ready that you're gonna drop these onto, and just drag and drop, drag and drop. And I would continue this process until I had every single photo that I love in place. If you get to the end of your 20 pages, you need another one, you just add a page. You can keep doing that as many times as you need to. And like I said, I go up to 50 to 75 pages. All right, once all of these pages are full of pictures, you're going to want to work on them. So you're going to go back to the Edit tab and click the pages, and you can see what you've already worked on. So here's this, if I click on this page, it's going to pop up right here for you to see. Let me see if it's going to let me save. Number one rule, save, save, save. I cannot tell you how many times I have forgotten to save and have lost the last thing because my Wi-Fi crashes and I can't keep going. So save probably after every couple of pages and you won't be sorry. So you can see that these two photos are side by side, flip to the side. So I want to work on those. You just click. You might have to lift it up a little bit. And down at the bottom you can rotate 90 degrees. And you can widen it out a little bit. That's about as much of that photo as it's going to allow you to use. But you can pull it down a little bit. Done. And it'll appear correctly in your same thing. Rotate. Drag it so that it uses up as much of the photo as it can. Click Done, and those are ready to go. On the sidebar over here, there are lots of options, layout options. You could put a background if you don't want it to be white. You could embellish it. I never do that because I'm just wanting to get it done. There are some idea pages if you need some. Going back to layouts, maybe this is not enough choices. It's never for me, so you can get more layouts. And you can actually save some of your favorites. There are tons and tons, and you can click on how many photos you're going to use. Like right now I'm using 2. So look at all the choices of photos pages that you can use. I think I might want to use this one, so I'm going to heart it and I'm going to add it to my project. There it is at the top. So I'll click it, and now it shows you the whole photo, which I really wanted because I wanted those little boots to show of Holly Mae. Okay, then I go to the next page, and this is my process. I get all the pictures in, and then I want to work on them some. I want to work on the pictures first. I like doing everything as a batch instead of kind of flipping all over the place. So I'll look through the pictures. I can tell this one needs to go up a little bit so you can see everybody's face. Okay, so I'll work on that one. Then I'll kind of look through and make sure the rest of them look good. And maybe I don't want it to be a 2-page spread. Maybe I just want this page, page 2. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we click on this. See, that makes it its own unique page. And then you can use some type to tell what's happening in this event. Okay, I don't like how these are small and there's all this text box. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos. So I'm going to go over here and click this little 5. And it's going to show me right in this area different ways of using 5 pictures. This one's good. See how much of the page is actually pictures and how much is text? So, well, wrong page, but that looks good too. If you're going to manipulate another page, just make sure you've clicked on it. Now I'm ready. And let's say I chose this one again. They match. That looks good. Maybe you just want to put type on one side and maybe only pictures on this side. So how about this one? That looks awesome together. So all of those pictures are ready. Okay, look at this one. The lady's head's cut off, so I'm going to raise this up a little bit. And I'm going to say that's done. That looks better. The rest of them look good. And now I can go on to this page. All right, you see it pops up in front of me. I kind of like this page layout. It also gives me a lot of room to write words. I have found that when I'm writing about pictures of her before I knew her, I don't have a lot of text. So maybe I want it to be more pictures and less text. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's check this one. That gives me a little text box. I always change it to black. I want it to be very sure of it showing up. Click in the text box and I can start writing. I can see you had such sweet friends surrounding you. Sorry, in China. That little blue coat is so cute. The staff looked like they took great care of you. Okay, then I can go up here and click this plus button and it's going to tell me how big I can make my text. So let's see, 14 is too big, text does not fit. So I'm going to go back to 12. That's going to make sure that my text box is filled in completely and I can go on to the next page. So I would continue this process through the whole book. Work on the pictures, dropping them onto pages, come into edit, Work on your pictures individually. That means moving them around so that they fit in the photo boxes. And once all the pictures are finished, go back and add your text. I'm going to just pretend the whole book is finished. I'm going to go up to preview because you want to make sure that your book is exactly like you want it to look. One thing I didn't do is add something to the front of the book. So I'm going to need to go out, exit preview, because I've got to go back and fix this real quick. I don't really have any photos that I could put there, so I'm going to go back and add some into my photos. I really want this to be on the front of her book. So I'm going to add it to my project, and I'm going to drag it in there. Once again, I'm going to have to, okay, it's uploading, so let me give it some time. Okay, there it goes. I'm going to rotate it, pull it down, done, and there she is. Okay, I'm probably going to use white because of her arm. We'll see how that looks. Holly Mae Chuhan, Anchorage. See how big we can make it. Okay, 48. Let's see how it looks in black. Maybe I want to change it to be a small. That's much better. Okay, so I just went over to my layouts and chose a different one so that you could see her name really well. Then I'm going to click this box, and this is where I always put date of birth, 5/1/10, adopted, 6/16/14. See how big we can make that. I don't think I want it bigger than that, and that's too big. Let's go back down to about 20. How does that look? Much better. Okay, on the spine, I always just put their name. Holly Mae Chuhan, Anchorage. And then when you get to the very end of the book, there's always going to be a really sweet picture that you could put on the back. I'll go show you which one I put on the back of her book last night. Let's see, let's go to her picture file. Let me go to these photos. I'm pretty sure it was at the end of here. It's one of me and her. Not there. Let me look in Dropbox. Thank you for waiting. Let me see if I see it. Maybe I don't, and I'm just going to choose this one. Okay. Add to project. Okay. It's hanging down here. I just drop it in. There you go. And you just might write, I love you, Holly. Okay. Now we're ready. Preview. You can either play and just look at it, or you can go page by page so you can reread your text. Some of the pages I did not add text yet, but you get the message. Okay, let's pretend all the pages are done. You've got 75 beautiful pages in your book. You click order. I skip all this stuff. I don't want anything extra. Just skip it all. Okay. Continue to cart. Go out here and find a Shutterfly coupon. I know right now they're running one where you write friends in all caps. Let me go highlight that, copy. Let me go back to my book, put the promo code in. Check out. And it saved me $13.16. So there you go. I hope that helps you make a book. Click back, back. And would love comments on how you think the video went. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you. And I really do hope this helps you know that this is a doable project. I was able to get my books done. They're in the mail, on the way to the kids now, and I'm all caught up and waiting on Calla Ann to come home. Thank you, and I hope to do another tutorial very soon. Have a great day.